Hello, and welcome to another edition of Liquid Health News. And I am your host, Jefferson Nunn. And I want to talk to you today about a number of different things that we have come up with or found over the last few days. And it is just absolutely astonishing and amazing. And it's just, well, news that you can use. So, top of the list, I want to cover why should you listen to me? Why should you listen to just some random dude on Facebook? I would encourage you to question everything because the more that you learn, the more that you dig into these different things, the more amazing that these things get and astonishing. And it could even save your life. So today, I've just learned a lot of things just in the last week that I want to share with you. But even before that, again, why should you listen to me? Just some schmuck. For a period of 2 years, I was exposed to toxins in the environment, and it has significantly messed up my body. I have constant ringing in the ear, day and night. When I walk around, my inner ear tends to pop 3, 4 times in a row, and it's like a bomb going off inside my head. It hurts. Like today, I get headaches. I get pains all over my body because I have the lacunar infarct of my left thalamus. The thalamus is kind of important, by the way. And so basically, because my thalamus is messed up, my body gets pain signals all over. And I just realized, yeah. So hopefully we're on the air here. In any case, why should you listen to me? Well, I'm someone that has learned that the toxic environment that we live in is something that has to be intelligently managed. And, without that, it's gonna it's gonna be difficult to survive and to even thrive in this world. So I've come across quite a few heartbreaking stories in the last week. People that are saying, I'm trapped in my home. I have very little money. I have very little food. I don't know what to do. I can barely get out of bed. I can't just go see a doctor. And even when I do see a doctor and give them lots of money, they don't do anything to help me. They just send me on my way and say that I'm making things up. I've heard many, many of these stories. And I'm here to tell you today that I can't fix everything, me personally, nor can the people that I have known and talked to really do much to help. The reason being is the science of today is actually very limited. The most I can tell you is that there are some medications that will help you feel more functional. And that's about it. The pain remains. You know, my best day is like a 3. I can feel it all day. My best day is I'll go through the day with only 20 ear popping. My best day is the tinnitus gets a little bit less. And in terms of frequency and strength, I might have 1 or 2 of those days a week. You can learn to live with it. It's not fun. It's not pleasant. It's simply another aspect of life. There are some resources that are available out there. One of the least and most difficult resource to get is Social Security. They will deny you. They deny everybody on the first filing. Everybody. Everybody gets denied on the first filing. I would say 1 out of 100, maybe 2 out of 100 applications will ever be approved. For a time, I worked in Social Security Administration as a clerk, somebody that transcribed what the judges were saying in the appeals office in Santa Barbara. For a very short period of time, I worked there. I listened to the judges as they were speaking and rationalizing whether to approve or deny a claim. And I can tell you that if you appeal and you have a medically sound basis to support that appeal, your appeal will be approved. Listen to what I said, a medically sound basis. That's the most difficult part. That means you got to go get a doctor that you pay for to write a long report that says that you have these various diseases that limit your ability to work. So I'm with you. It's very difficult when you can't work to work. It's very difficult when you have good days and bad days to tell your boss, I can't come in today because my body feels like a brick and it's not moving. I get it. I've been there. If you can manage to crawl to your computer for a few hours, there's a few more resources that may help. If you join the Democratic Socialists of America organization, if you just join that organization, there are local community organizations that may be able to help. If you attend one of their meetings, they may be able to direct you to places that will give you food and to give you shelter. Maybe. And I get it. That's a volunteer type of thing. But that's where you're at the moment. If you're unable to support yourself, if you have people that are being practically violent in the household, gather what little belongings you have, call one of these charity organizations or these, various different community organizations and ask them for help, hat in hand. There will be people that will offer help and they will help you for as much as they can help you. Unfortunately, because of the stratified society that we live in, volunteer help is at an all time low. I can look back and recall in the 1950s, communities used to get together and to support each other a lot more than they do today. A lot more. A lot more. Today, it's almost like everybody hates everybody else for no good reason. I get it though. But if you don't ask for help, you're not going to get the help in the first place. There is one more source of potential help. And keep in mind, this is very limited. If you're in a state that has experienced a disaster, you can go to the disaster relief website and you can start there. And I get it at disasterassistance.gov. This is a very limited resource website, but you may be able to get some help. All right. Beyond that, you can go to grants.gov to apply for the various grants that are available out there. There are some grants and there are some monies that are made available for a few people. Maybe that might help. Beyond that, you're down to just your local churches and your local community organizations that are in your city or in your state for trying to get some help. I wish there was more. I truly, truly wish there was more. There isn't. Unfortunately, there isn't. This is one of those diseases that if you had cancer, there's a lot of help. If you had a stroke, there's a lot more help. If you had, these various different types of diseases and so forth, there's a lot more help. But at the moment, this is as much help as can be made available that I'm aware of at this time. If anybody knows of more assistance that is available from any organization or state agency or anything like that, please let me know. There's a few more places that you can go to ask for help at least. It's worth a try. You can go to Quora.com. It's the free website. Ask, state your case. Where can I go if I have this situation? What can I do? Hopefully, somebody will respond. Like I said, beyond that, there isn't that much out there that I'm aware of. If anybody knows of more resources, please let us know. Go to biotoxin.foundation and let us know. And contact us at contact@biotoxin.foundation. I would really like to offer more assistance to the people that I have seen that have said that, they've got into these situations and they're looking for a way out. For the news of today, there are Air Force bases that they have recently have determined that there was high levels of toxic chemicals. And this is why I say, you have to, at minimum, get a water filter, a good one that includes a reverse osmosis filter to try to filter out as much of this crap as you can. Otherwise, after a year of drinking this water, you're going to be hurting pretty bad. And I would encourage anybody that has been poisoned by this water to try to contact a lawyer, perhaps a class action suit could be worthwhile because some of these toxins, you end up with a lifelong illness. For the rest of your life, you're going to be trying to figure out how to survive this toxic environment. There's also high levels of PSP toxin in shellfish, clams, mussels, and scallops. So it's something to think about the next time you have a seafood dinner. Paralytic shellfish poisoning has been detected in increasing numbers in a variety of these shellfish in California and in New Zealand. So if you eat this, you could end up having slurred speech, difficulty swallowing. It's a biotoxin. And if you eat it too much, you could end up dying. You can literally end up dying. So be careful with the foods that you eat. There's a lot of different kids' toys and costumes that have got a lot of chemicals in them. Kids sometimes they eat or chew on the toys, and the problem is the plastic have toxic additives, and some of these are forever chemicals. That is to say that once it's in your body, it's there forever for the rest of your life. Keeping the toys clean by washing it, even putting it in a dishwasher without heat, can at least remove some of these additives. So that's our news for today. I hope that you join us next week. Again, my name is Jefferson Nunn, and this has been another episode of Liquid Health News. Thank you.